How strong is Urouge? A One Piece chapter discussion. Urouge ate a devil fruit that allows him to convert damage inflicted onto him into his strength to the point that even his size can increase. Using this ability, he was able to exceed a Pacifista's body size and actually damage his body with simple punches. Although he was still vulnerable to their lasers, this is an explanation of his devil fruit, so it's kinda believable that he could take on one, especially if it was later during the 2-year time skip. He's someone I actually usually rank as lower, as I felt he never really got much attention on Shambundi. Also the fact he was seen fighting on par with Killer, who is a subordinate of Kid's, perhaps put a lot of people off. I'd say this info puts Urouge with Luffy and Drake as the strongest physical fighters of the Supernovas. Urouge had his strange devil fruit, Drake his strong Zoan, and Luffy's Gear 4th. About the chapter, damn. Luffy's going all out against Cracker. Gear 4th hype incoming. I never knew that Oda would showcase us Gear 4th this easy. I think that implements that Gear 4th will be casual for Luffy from now on, just like Gear 2nd, and that after a while Luffy's Haki will become strong enough to set the drawbacks of Gear 4th away. Also, it looks like he wasn't joking around previous chapter about being serious all the time. Oda is showcasing us, with the information of the Supernovas fleeing and Cracker's power, that Luffy will indeed not defeat Big Mom's this arc, who will have to run away, with Sanji of course, for now. I think this arc is more of a training for Luffy. He will fight a lot of people to become stronger for the next arc, where he has to fight Kaido's crew. I don't see Luffy defeating Big Mom's crew, not with the crew that he has with right now. Oda's being consistent with his Supernovas. Those Supernovas that were actually shown fighting a Pacifista pre-time skip are now showing impressive results in the new world. Can't wait for Drake. He's probably be the closest to the Calamity's strength. And Urouge's loss against Cracker was justified. I mean, fighting another top commander after defeating one. Luffy sticking to his word and going all out since the beginning, Gear 3rd being nothing for Cracker, so he has to use Gear 4th immediately. Urouge defeating one of the 4 Sweet Commanders. I like how Oda's taunted some fans lately, first with Cracker and his appearance that got him highly underestimated, and now Urouge, who thought to be the weakest Supernova, makes me wonder who's next. Nothing suggests that Bobbins is stronger than the rest though. The Sweet Commanders are put on the same tier, but Big Mom doesn't just send them off like that, seeing how Brûlé mentions the Sweet Commanders as if the Supernovas was the only one to beat them so far. Urouge was the only Supernova I was always least interested in, because I just never found him or his devil fruit that interesting, but that doesn't mean I think he's weak. I usually try not to judge a character until we see them in action, which is why I never judge someone like Cracker or Big Mom, unlike some people. I admit that I'm a bit impressed from Urouge. Maybe his character will get interesting when he gets a major role in the future arc. I think all the Supernovas have shown their own strengths and weaknesses. I don't think any of them are super weak or anything. Some are just slightly stronger than others. Also, since Kid has some scars and lost one of his arms, I'm guessing someone from the Big Mom's pirates defeated him. I knew the Big Mom's pirates shouldn't be underestimated. The more I see and hear from them, the more interesting they get. Luffy getting angry cause Cracker is offending Sanji. I love when he stands up for his crew. On the other hand, there is Nami vs Brûlé, starting right next to the hype. Their opponents made for each other, not relying on pure power, but tricks or devil fruit abilities. That escaping into the mirror world though, Nami's gonna have a hard time before she figures out how it works. And people thought the worst generation was just Kid, Law and Luffy. People were saying the worst generation was just riding the fame while doing nothing. Impressive that Urouge is currently more successful than Kid, and then we have Capone, who captured Caesar in an instant alongside the rest of the Straw Hat, when it took an entire arc for Luffy to do so. Pretty nice that Oda makes all of them relevant somehow. Oda once said that any character that seemed weak will prove us wrong. Thanks for watching this video. What do you think of this video? Leave a comment down below. And check out my videos, I do a lot of One Piece content and other animes. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't.